to Gridlock, which maybe is the toughest obstacle on this stage, and RW quickly goes down. Two obstacles extremely well, but Kanky slips up on that final drop. Careful with your timing throughout these jumps, and Foamy went just too late trying to get to that last hook and comes up short. Second obstacle, and he's showing a bit of speed here, going quickly. You want to slow down for this jump, and we see why right there. I have potential to do well on this competition, and just as I say that, he fails the first obstacle. So, potential gone. Obstacle, moving on to the log slide. And one last chance, and he still can't get up the warped wall, and he will time out on the sixth obstacle. He has a bit of reference to go off of for strategy, but mistimes the jump to that giant chain. He's got 20 seconds on the clock, just gotta get the dismount, and he will be the first competitor to complete the first stage in A4. Or Roblox Polish Player 4, who had an embarrassing fail and completed stage 1 with about 5 seconds left, and will join AA6ers fan. Robotic just walked off the XX in their username, but they had a hilarious fail where they missed them. As long as he doesn't go too slow, he will be okay, and he is clearing with just under second obstacle. Struggling to stay on and slips off before he can make the dismount. And we'll have the fastest time so far with almost 15 seconds. The dismount, and Robin now into the Gridlock. And Robin gets to the top, taking her time, gets to the top and slips off the edge. Stage 3 in a couple of them, and he will make it to stage 2 in this one as he up the warped wall in his first try and becoming the next competitor to complete the first stage. Agile, a veteran host of Robloxian Sasuke, but he struggled on the Gridlock to the second stage in the next episode. For whatever reason, it's been tougher than the other two, and so whatever dude becomes the next victim of the skyhooks. With the rope, oh my goodness, you see the speed. As Kulai will complete him through without any issues as he's going quickly on Gridlock, and it will cost him as he slips off on the transition of that fourth gear. And he will climb up fast anyways, and we'll have about 10 seconds left on the run. Can he get to the top? He is able to, but he will run out of time at the top of the chain and slip off into the water. I can understand why, as he walked off the course and just gave up this competition, and he timed up at the top of the chain, which is very sad. Truly heartbreaking. He just went fast on the rest of the course, and he did complete stage 1, but not with much time left. I think it was 0.07 seconds left on the clock. Because our next competitor is a fan of Sasuke, I let him skip the first obstacle. No, it's just a mid-cut. But he did fail on skyhooks on the jump that somehow is harder than the rest, I guess. I could take her time, she's not going to, and she is right through Giant Chain and will complete the course with 23 seconds left. This final obstacle, gotta make it up the chain, he goes fast and he got it! Square Oswald will move on to the second stage, completing the course. Is looking to repeat that here this time around, but we will, and Turtwig will join a large group of competitors who will be almost slipped up at the end of the chain. Saved himself and will very quickly, almost perfect on the warped wall. Maybe one of the best runs I've seen today, as he will also be advancing to the second stage. Got first place in Sasuke Roblox 1, but made a crucial mistake on the Gridlock, tried going too fast. He will rush up either way, and Skillicle will complete stage 1 with about get to the top, and Ganail Dog just needs the dismount, and he has completed stage 1 with about 10 and conquer the cliffhanger, which is much different than the first time he took it on, and he goes down on Gridlock. Made it up the giant chain, although had a close call to begin his ascent. Almost went down on the 8th obstacle of stage 1, but he redeemed himself this time around with a completion of stage 1 with about 3 seconds left on the clock, and not have enough time, and slipped off the bottom of Giant Chain. And he will still not take his time, and will get up with the second fastest time of the night, which might be able to beat Andrastical's time, actually. It's going to be close, and I think Andrastical beat his time by a bit. And Basebeak will advance to the second stage once again, and he almost overshot, and he didn't the dismount. Now he's into the Diamond Dash. Some of these jumps can be very tricky. This time around, bit of a slip up there, and he undershoots. Half Mickey Boy tripped up on Diamond Dash. Was next after Min Ninja, but this time he will not get a redo as he gotta get over that barrier, and got hit by the barrier and over the barrier and gets onto the finish platform and hits the buzzer. And he almost slipped up on that second diamond, but is on to the roulette row. We saw Elmo and AA Sixers fan get through this, and SpongeBob will slip off. Ninja Warrior, they made it through the giant cubes, consistent on the second in this competition, and he also went down on giant cubes. Time to begin the Diamond Dash, and he's on that final one, and he tripped up at the end. But Turtwig will not, and he hits the button, and that is nearly a flawless run from now stays alive. And just as Caution Ring, we saw this take out AA Sixers fastest time than getting far on the course, and it cost her there as she went to them this time around as they went down on the giant cubes. Just needs the dismount, and Kovbin slips off the third panel and gets over the barrier, and Skillicle will be the third competitor to Super SpongeBob struggle on this first wheel, and Ozway will this is his first time competing, and he made the most of it, but as a mobile player, Giant Cube's much more challenging than it is for some competitors who compete on a computer with a mouse, and he gets over the barrier, and Longshot Arrow 77 is headed to the third stage, and he as well. He's now just got Roulette Row and Caution Ring to go! And Bowsy Pie undershoots the second wheel, and he will not be able to even have a chance to get revenge on Window Hang. Just as Caution Ring to go, and Andrastical undershot the spinning platform. Basebeak will be headed back to the third stage. Cliffhanger very quickly. Now needs the first flip, and Elmo goes down on the ultimate cliffhanger. Got it. Just the second flip, and one more jump left, and Turtwig goes down on the second flip of the cliffhanger. Window Hang. This obstacle has not caused much of an issue for Turtwig or Elmo! And just like that, Skillicle, just a slight hesitation, took him out last season. Longshot sizing up the jump to the smaller ledge, and he slips off! His way across. We saw Longshot just go down on this jump, and Basebeak does the exact same thing as Longshot! And the tournament will come to an end on the ultimate cliffhanger.